Hey everybody, I am coming making this video message, and I want to let you all know that when you don't have certain principles, set certain boundaries, if you don't have certain standards, morals, and values, then you probably are not going to have as much as other people. And I'm going to break it down and explain to you why this may happen to you. Now, you all have to understand that we are no longer living in a world and a time where there are many people who respect moral standards and values. And to go deeper, a lot of people, they get upset when you set boundaries for yourself. And setting boundaries, it goes on with certain relationships you have with people when they've crossed lines or when they've become disrespectful. Certain boundaries are set with family members, and certain boundaries are even set with certain friends that you have in your life. But unfortunately, people don't respond well when you stand for something. That's what this video message is all about in a nutshell. When you stand for something, when you carry yourself a certain way, when you have certain beliefs, because you understand fully that, you know what, if I cross a certain line, God is going to frown on it. God is going to deal with me, and it's going to put me back spiritually. When you do these things and have these things set up in your life and you are serious about them, people are not going to respond well to it. And so you will look like you are further behind in marriage and getting a companion, meaning a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or maybe even engaged, having certain friends, getting invited out to certain places, and having people that really enjoy having you around. When you stand for something, you will always be misunderstood. You will not always be appreciated for the things that you carry. And carrying these things, these attributes about yourself, having these components in you, you will sometimes have less. Now, I'm not here saying that everybody in the world, they hate people who have morals, values, standards, and boundaries. But if you look at certain people who have relationships, meaning they can break up with somebody right now, and a week or two, a month or two from now, they'll have a whole new relationship. It is probably because they don't have respect for themselves, or they don't have boundaries, or they don't have certain morals, values, or standards. So you probably are the type of person, if this is you, you probably are more of a challenge, because when you see something that is BS, or you see something that is fake, or you see something that is going to take away your peace, or you see something or somebody that's going to take away your sanity, or when you see something trying to connect, or somebody trying to connect with you, you can sense or discern or see that it's going to cause some a level of chaos, drama, or disturbance in your life, you avoid it. So then now you have to wait longer to meet somebody, or come across certain friends, or get that certain companion, or have people around you as a support system whose beliefs, values, morals, standards, boundaries, and principles line up with yours. I need you all to understand this, and I need you to know this, because also in the world, people now, they will say that there is something wrong with you if you are not in a relationship. They will say something is wrong with you if you are not married. They will say something is wrong with you if you do not have a lot of friends. There are women now walking around who says that you need to avoid a woman or women who don't have any friends, or they don't have a lot of friends. And it's ignorant to do this or even promote that and spread that, because when you have certain boundaries, morals, and standards, you will not allow anybody to come into your life, and you will not trust them immediately, and you will not want to connect with them, because there are things that you sense things that you can pick up on and things that you can see. And again, if you know that it's going to be a certain disturbance in your life or bring some type of chaos, confusion, or drama, you avoid those people who carry those things on them. So I'm here to tell all of you all today, please don't back down on setting boundaries. Boundaries need to be set. And sometimes initially when we have relationships with certain people, there are no boundaries there because we automatically just assume that people are going to just respect us. We automatically assume that, hey, listen, I'm a nice person. You might consider yourself an easygoing person, a nice person, someone who is able to get along for the most part with most people. But when somebody crosses you or when somebody shows you a certain level of disrespect, then you have to set a boundary and you have to teach and train people on how they need to approach you, how they need to talk to you, how they need to handle you when disagreements come up. And so when you are this type of person where you say, you know what, you need to respect me. You know what, if you like me and you're showing interest in me, don't call my phone after 9. Hey, listen, I understand your family, but don't pop up at my house unannounced. I need you to email me first. I need you to call me. I need you to text me and let me know that you want to come and visit me. Don't spring up on me because the day that you show up, I may be sick, I may be tired, it may be something personal and private going on in my household. And I don't want you to see it and I don't want you to hear it. So if you pop up at my house unannounced and I don't let you in, then you're going to get offended and you're going to take it personal. See, when you set these things in place, this is challenging for certain people. This makes people uncomfortable. And when people don't have rules for their life, when people don't have standards, when they don't have order in their lives, they appear to have a lot more fun. They appear to have a lot more happiness and a lot more peace and a lot more order in their lives. But I'm here to tell you, when you do not set a certain tone for how you are living and who you allow to come into your life, and when you don't set a tone for how you want to be talked to and how you want to be approached and how you want to be treated, when you don't set these rules and these boundaries, and when you don't stand for anything, when you don't carry yourself well, meaning you have a good head on your shoulders, you examine certain things, you examine yourselves, you think things out before you make certain decisions, you are going to have more. You're going to have more. And some of you all may say, well, you know what? That's the key. You're supposed to have more in life. But how do you view, or what is your definition of having more? If you say that having more friends in your life makes you a better person, I'm going to go out there and say I'm not in agreement with that. Because it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of the people that you have connected to you. You can have 20 or 30 friends and all of them are cutthroat. All of them dog you out and talk about you behind your back. Some of them steal from you. Some of them go and tell your business to other people when they get upset with you. Versus you may have 2 friends, but you can trust those friends with your very life. You can trust those friends with secrets that you share with them. Anything that you need, those friends don't hesitate to provide it for you. And so you all must know that because evil has increased, because Satan has increased in doing certain things, and he's turned the heat up, and in all aspects of our human experience, things are getting heavy, things are getting more serious. I am just here to tell you all, don't ever, ever let go of your boundaries, your morals, your principles, your standards, and your values. It looks different for every last one of you, but don't back down. You don't back down out of fear. You don't back down because of the opinions of other people. You don't back down, ladies, as a single woman because certain men call you difficult. And they say that your guard is up too high. You still don't back down from your moral compass. You still don't compromise your celibacy or your abstinence or your virginity for the sake of having a man and for the sake of looking good for the public, or because you want to spread your hand across other people's faces and you want to show them your engagement ring. You never compromise the tone that you set and the rules that you set for your life. If you have certain family members, you don't back down because they mock you, because they scoff at you, because they laugh at you, and they try to ostracize you, and they reject you because you are different from them. Lord in heaven knows that when it comes to a lot of family, we love our family members. We are happy to see certain family members. But what happens in a lot of families, when you are not doing what the majority of your family members are doing, you become a problem to some family members. They will automatically assume that you are judging them. They will automatically assume that you think you're better. They will automatically assume that you really don't love them or even like them. But they don't look at the fact you're just a man or a woman who has set morals, values, and standards and boundaries for yourself and for your life and for the connections you have with people. People don't take the time to look at these things. People that always come to you and they have something to say about how you carry yourself, and they try to really Jedi mind trick you, and they try to convince you that there's something wrong with how you're carrying yourself. It's something about your belief system that's unrealistic. It's something that's weird about the fact that you require a man to treat you a certain way before you trust him, before you start sharing certain things about yourself with that man, and before you even take claim to him as being your man. This is weird to some people, and the further we progress in life, the further away you will see people getting away from having morals, standards, values, and boundaries. It is so disgusting, because when you lose sight of this, you begin to lose sight of who you are. You begin to be apologetic about the fact that you are no nonsense. You begin to feel guilty because of the fact you may experience a higher level of rejection from friends and family or co-workers or church members simply because of how you carry yourself. People always want you to sit them down and explain to them why you operate the way that you operate, when in reality you really don't owe anybody an explanation for what you believe in. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't owe anybody an explanation. If they don't agree with how you carry yourself, and if they don't agree for rules that you set, if they don't agree for the morals that you have, and you are not willing to compromise out of desperation because you're being led by the spirit of lust, because you fear that you're getting older, or you fear being alone, or you're concerned about not having a lot of friends, or you're concerned about not looking a certain way, then honey, let them think what they want. Let them believe what they want. You don't compromise it. You stand on it 10 toes down with all confidence and all security. That's the video message. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have taken offense to anything I spoke about in this video message, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned, because I know you will forgive me in the morning.